Alright, so today's video, we're watching a gold 2 tank on console. It says, emongg, save me, please. I truly wish I knew how to play tank properly. My season high is plat 5, and I'm falling quickly to silver. I like to think that I played mostly well in this match. I did make a few mistakes, but I'm sure that I saved my team more times than I made mistakes. I believe about most of my cooldowns were properly placed. I'm even turned a situation around after attempting to die on cart to reset. I'm ranked diamond in support and DPS, so I can handle heavy criticisms. I want to get to diamond on tank, and I have no idea what I'm missing.
This will be a good game.
I also like how you say you're in diamond, so you can handle heavy criticisms. I'm going to be real with you. You're going to be in top 500, and players sometimes can't handle any of that to begin with. So just saying that you're in diamond and you can handle heavy criticism does not mean that's the case for every diamond game. All right, here we go. Let's see how this goes. Wow, that was impressive that you missed every shot on that Widow. Only because it looked like you were going to hit that. Throw a vortex up top left if you can find it. You can bounce it off the wall. Now, I want you to recognize something here. The other team is running Mercy Lucio right now. So your spam damage is even more important than it was even before. Because now you can literally just farm everybody on their team and they won't be able to keep them alive. You're doing the right play here so far. Good idea. And I think you might have recognized that, which is why you're being aggro. So far, so good. So far, so good. Just waiting. Taking high ground control. I'm happy with that. I like that.
Of course. I thank
You want to risk them? Their comp is better now, so you won't be able to get as many plays. Spam out the Orisa now. Just keep doing it. Yeah, you're fine. So far, so good. Took high ground control. I'm happy with this. Nice. Good job. Did he fell down and gave them the map? I mean, I know they fell down a little bit there, but I'm still, like, okay with situations like that. The reason why you control that is the threat of being there. A lot of the times they're going to drop, like, you're going to have to drop down eventually, especially if you need to go to the other doorway. It worked out. It was fine. That was certainly a decision by the... What in the world is that movement? Holy crap. Not only did the Ashe do that, the BAP did it. Ooh, wow. Okay. Okay, you ready? You already lost your timing. What you want to do here, your immediate reaction, rather than sit here on these stairs, is to go wrap around top right to get to where, like, that entrance is. You see what I'm saying? You already lost your timing, but I would have recommended actually going the other way around to be in that doorway. You see where your brig is? That's where you could have been here by now. They would have had zero chance to get out of this room, and you would have bought yourself way more time because you have your ultimate. So, little side note on that one, like, make that your, like right there. Why are you using your Nemesis form to do nothing? Like, you're not even gonna, like, I don't even know where the vision of your Nemesis form is there because there's nobody in the Nemesis form to begin with. Is this where you're gonna die in cart and win the team fight? Yes, you are. It's gonna happen. Get ready. I mean, honestly, like, I was gonna say, Vortex at the very worst here gets out ultimates. I'm okay with this. You might just win this. You have both of your supports there, too. Ah, no. Nice shot by Bob. See, I don't even mind that, though. Like, I'm like okay with you going for, like, a tempo aggressive play there. Like I'm okay with that, in my opinion. But yeah, like, I would have recommended for you to take top right control. That is where it all started. If you go top right at the beginning there, and that's really, like, you say, like, oh, you're in diamond, you want to know all this stuff. To sit there and do nothing on those stairs is not how you want to play. Straight up. That's not how you want to play. At least in my opinion. What are we doing? We're watching tank players. I still want to see you go top right. Does Nemesis form give a speed boost or something? Get the armor, that's for sure. Nice. We got the res off. Alright, not bad. Should be fine. Aim lower on Vortex. Oh, that's kind of funny that landed up there. that's cool to know. I'm not gonna ever go for a vortex like that, but that's cool to know. So we'll see. All right, game time. All right. A lot of just kind of standing around, doing what you got to do. Moving in, going for Orisa. Ramaja's Void Times are great. Mercy gets the free res. Got to remember that, the res. There were Vortex down there, by the way. The Mercy was flying above. You could maybe get them to get lower down. Nice Vortex. Okay, that worked out. I'll give you that. Good aggression here. Keep the cart going. Take top left. Nice. Good job. You want to take this top left away from them. You're going to get a free pick, too, I think. Nice job. You see the Mercy, but you don't know the Mercy's there. You see them, but you don't know they're there. Honestly, I don't even blame them. I only say that because, like, that's a tough random spot to look at. Like, that was going to be tough. You still got the Mercy anyway, but... I would just... by the way, LOS this just temporarily. I'm going to explain something to you in a second. That worked out well, but, like, anytime you can just wait, like, an extra, like, let's say 1/10 of a second right there. And what I mean by that is just wait, like, let that turret form, like, go all the way through there. It worked out, but there's a chance you get rolled there. So, maybe an extra second or two there to be patient. I think you'll be in a good spot. I'm watching. Playing the hold card strat. Vortex is important. I want to see it used a bit more. Remember, Vortex is like an escape tool. And they want to escape, so you prevent their escape, and you just win. Yep, back up a little bit. All right, understand their positioning. And the Vortex, you know, creates that space between them. I mean, by the way, that right there, and I want to point out, because, like, you know, some players don't play tank, and they want to, like, understand why tank has felt frustrating for players. Do you see that right there? Like, do you see that right there on the Zarya, where, like, the Zarya was clearly at low HP, but the only way you're going to be able to get an limb there is on the reliance of your teammates? Like, you did nothing incorrectly there at all, in my opinion. You got him to low HP, you got him to low damage, you went for a play, and then because you don't have the DPS passive on them, they just get healed up to full. And that right there is also why they tell you that the DPS passive is something they want to keep in the game or they like, because of that exact reason right there. You can't get the kills. So the problem is, and as you saw, you know, as you saw that play, you can't get in the limb. And that's what's made a lot of tanks frustrated as of recently, is that you cannot finish limbs if anybody on the other team is even remotely paying attention, even if they're at like 5 to 10% HP. It feels bad. Outside of like Mauga, where you can just like hold your button down, or like Roadhog, where you can like kind of survive and do all these like crazy like high burst damage plays. That's the frustration people really ran into at that point. So... Yep. That's the frustrating part for tank right there, though, because that normally, if a Tracer shot that Zarya for 1 damage across the map, that Zarya falls over. Does not survive that. I think your Tracers ran out of blinks. Nemesis form, why? Why are you stop hitting Nemesis form for fun? I don't know if like you're mishitting your button, but that is not going to be helpful. Now you don't have it. When you need it, you don't have it. You need to stop just hitting that button. Because, like, you're losing so much uptime here that you could be doing something. Now you have it, but you've already lost one, right? So it's like, can your team catch up? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe you can win the team fight with your ultimate here, but, like, you're not making this easy, and there you go. Right? And why did you go down there? Because you lost your Moira. And when you lose your Moira there, it's not going to go well. And now you're just back to square one. You got to get a little bit better with those plays that you're doing. Well, as I was wondering, I'm trying to wonder, are they accidentally hitting their Ramatra Nemesis form, and that's what's happening? Because if you're hitting that there, those random buttons, I have no idea why. Watch out. A little bit too ambitious, by the way. Remember, this goes back to what I said. If you don't have anybody following up for you because there's no DPS passive being applied, This is what's gonna happen. And that's what happened. He just got rolled. Can't do anything about that one. Yep. Yeah, but like using like the slight speed boost of like Ramatra, like on a random stairwell where nobody's peeking you, that's not good. You're not even using that for a speed boost like increase. You're just using it randomly. All right, you're on to Sigma now. I like Sigma here. For now. If I had a retake on any hero here, I think Sigma's okay. Winston would have been pretty good. I mean, you could argue Mauga, but I don't ever go Mauga, so. We're watching. Ooh. Okay. Throw your shield. Good shield. Use your E. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Great cooldown usage right there. I think you played that perfectly. Did exactly what you needed to do to help your team. Prevented their grab from getting value. I mean, I feel like just Zarya grabbing can also prevent grab from getting value because just in current Overwatch, you have about 27 buttons that can ruin it. Actually, let me rephrase that. A lot of tank ultimates can get ruined by just about anything in the game, including Suzu and Bap Lamp. So, honestly, I kind of hope they have a Zenyatta so they can use Zenyatta ultimate. Why does no one take high ground? Players just like to kind of go in the same like pattern of going the same way over and over again. So like going different routes just takes a while. The high ground becomes a lot more apparent as you climb in ranks, especially. High ground becomes more apparent, but like I always say, it's a good habit to set up on high ground. And then if people aren't going up there with you, because people go like, well, what do I do when my teammates don't go high ground? Then go low ground. But like getting in the habit of setting up for good spots is a good thing to do. Because setting yourself up in good positioning will help you so much as you climb, rather than being like, okay, I'll figure that out later. You can always, no matter what it is, whether you're in bronze, whether you're in top 500, whether your mechanics are not the best, whether your mechanics are unreal, you can always focus on good positioning, no matter what, and that will always lead to good results, because like if you're in a good position and they're in a bad position, they have so much more to worry about than you do. So, why are people so afraid to shoot at Zarya? Because everybody tells people not to shoot at Zarya because you can charge the Zarya, but the problem is that if you never shoot at the Zarya will eventually get their energy anyway. Even if they don't, like a 30 charge Zarya can still shred your team when people aren't shooting the Zarya. There becomes this like this real big issue where a lot of players say don't shoot Zarya, but players take that literal to like, they do not shoot the Zarya. Like they just don't shoot the Zarya at all. So like they're told like, they're being told, like, do this, do that, etc., but they're not even, like, remotely ever shooting at the Zarya, so the Zarya gets a bunch of value. That's why I always say, yeah, exactly. You count bubbles. Are they out of position? If the Zarya's out of position, you shoot bubbles. But, like, if you let the Zarya run into your backline and never shoot at them, that's how the Zarya is running around in your game dominating. Happens all the time. All the damn time. Be careful of getting hacked here. Good ult, though. Just they did have a Sombra, so I just wanted you to be wary of that, but their Sombra didn't even go for you. That's good. Yep. Oh yeah, I mean, if they're already high energy, by the way, like if this is Zarya who's in front of you and they clearly have a bunch of energy, which for anybody, I mean, most people know this, but once again, there's still a lot of new players, etc. Just remember this right here, okay? All right. Like you can shoot at the Zarya when they like if like you can shoot at their bubbles if they have full energy, because at that point they're going to maintain their full energy for the most part. Just kill the Zarya. If they're out of position, kill the Zarya. I'm ready. Playing close, chilling, making plays. When's the new season start? A little bit less than 3 hours. Giving up some space, but you have to. This is kind of correct because you need to go back into a more defensive playstyle. So what's happening right now is basically they're running the Mei and a Zarya. Like you have to back up and go into damage. As much as that sucks to see, like the tank have to give up space. Unfortunately, it's just how that goes. It feels bad, but like they almost have to because otherwise you're gonna get rolled sooner than that. So you're just trying to give yourself a good opportunity. So I totally understand that. It sucks, but you have to do that. Good swaps by them. Ramatra I like here. I think they ended up doing a good job of like making it difficult on you, so we'll see. So do you always wonder why you play characters like Doom? and you have to try so hard to get value, and you can just go hog and dominate easily. What do you think? Well, that's been a lot of people's concerns. That's been, like, a lot of people's concerns with tank, is that, like, the trade-off is, like, you have to do all of these things to be able to find even, like, an ounce of, like, oh, please let me have a good play at some point, like an ounce of a good play. And then you can just go a couple of the tank heroes, and then you can basically have a much easier time. Still can struggle at times, but also, I would recommend just, yeah, falling over sooner than later. Thoughts on Hanzo getting a one-shot back? I mean, I don't want to get a one-shot back. I understand why Hanzo players want a one-shot back. At the same time, we're already falling back into the category of feeling like you're getting one-shot again, but that's as a tank player. I don't know how it feels as a DPS player. But as a tank player, it just feels like I get one-shot all the time. Use your read again here. Try to get your shield in a good spot. Your shield. There you go. A little bit late on that. I know that's, like, very minuscule on that one, but you want to make sure your shield's there at the correct time. So, all right, so you just stop playing Doom and Ryan, or do you keep going? I mean, like, here, I'll pause for a second. Also, good job here so far. Like, you're going to probably lose that team fight, but good job. I'll be honest with you. Like, your question here is, like, I think, and maybe I see it differently, but I think, like, the majority of the player base prefers to play the heroes they want to play more than the heroes that are forced meta. The problem is that because Blizzard recently has decided not to, like, look at some of, like, the real problem heroes that are causing, like, these really, like, bad experiences for tanks in general, or just, like, for the players, there becomes this discussion of, like, do they want to make it so that like, you constantly have these two meta tanks, or do you want players to have the opportunity to play what they want when it comes to tank side of things? I mean, clearly, I think you want the tank people to play whatever tank they want. But yeah, it's a tough decision as a tank player, where, like, you're almost forced into certain tanks now. Yeah. Yeah, right there. I mean, you did a good job of holding the cart there. I'm going to be honest with you, try not to stagger too hard here. I think you just want to reset. At a certain point, you need to recognize that the team fight's over. I know that, like, they got you a couple seconds after the rest of your team, but I also want you to kind of focus on, like, this one... I kind of want you to focus on, like, this one scenario of, like... How do I explain this? Of, like, that extra 2 seconds that you just staggered yourself could be make or break. So the moment you recognize the team fight is lost, die on the cart, reset. Partisan, thanks for the 15 months of the Features Prime. Thank you, appreciate it. This is your all-in ult strat. They're getting off cart. You win. Oh, wow. I saw the Zarya backing up. I'm like, this is going to happen. You could actually win this for your team. Yup, rock. Ult the Life Weaver with that, and you just win. Hey, you're good. Nice job. That's it. All you needed to do was ult the Life Weaver. Good ultimate. Good choice. Good play. So their situational awareness is good. Well, they're in Diamond on their other ranks, so they have a basic understanding of, like, good positioning and, like, some of, like, the fundamentals. It really just comes down to, like, their cooldown management has just been bad. That's what it is. That's all it is. Comes with time, you know, and also, like, your map control has been. It could be a lot better. I think going for map control, taking the space when you can, not forcing the space, as in, like, just running by them. I think all of that is totally fine. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I think those are the two things you need to improve on, and then you'll be in a good spot. That just comes with time, though. It's like understanding how to play a character. Even I'm doing that. Like, even though I've played for a long time, like, you're always learning things about how to play characters. Vortex would be great here, by the way. Okay, what was wrong with that Vortex? I know you got a couple in there. I want you to aim that Vortex a little bit to the right, because then they have nowhere to back up, and then it's an easier follow-up for your team. It's just kind of giving you, like, a pre-warn on that one. It ended up working out, but that Vortex could have been, like, even better than it was. You just got to go a little bit to the right. So your vortexes have been a little bit off at times, too. I realize with that. I want you to think about of where they're going to end up going and, like, where they would have to go to if they can't go to where your vortex is. And when you do that, you end up in a good spot. Good first point, though. Take the top right. Guarantee you have this. There's a Life Weaver out of position. You can try to go for him. You don't need to shield that. It's a Life Weaver. I like this idea. You're going in. Good play. You're back on the Mei, but you're on a better selection for yourself right now. Sigma can get rolled. That Mei is right next to you. The Mei's right next to you. Okay, they're dead. That Mei hecked up, by the way. They were behind you. Okay, you ready? Get off the cart. Go top right. Right now. Go where the soldier's going. Look at the soldier. Get up there right now. Go, go, go. Get up there. Take away that map control. Take away that map control. Don't just sit here. Okay, let's just sit here. And this is what we're talking about. There's no currently drops right now, but drops will start up again at 2 p.m. Eastern with more drops. Oh no, thanks for the 52 months of the tier 1. Thank you. Thank you. Shit. And now, once again, you got the limbs, but I really do want to see you go to a better spot. You lost value on even that ultimate. Watch out. No, it's different drops this time around. I think the exclamation point drops command should work, but I can make sure to make it work in a second. It should be there. We'll tell you what it is. Uh-oh. By the way, I want to kind of like, I'm going to pause here for a second. We'll win or lose this game here. I want to point out to you, this all stems from your map control. Remember how we talked about how you could have went for map control and really denied them from getting a lot of space? Notice how they're all around you in circles and you're constantly struggling against what they're doing? That just starts with positioning. That's it. That starts with position. This does not happen if you put yourself into a good spot. Instead, you give them opportunity to surround you, and now you're stuck. Oh yeah, it was a great job with the Zarya ult too, I agree. But I'm also, wait, you might be able to win this. I was gonna say, I think you actually have an opportunity to win this. They're all over the place still. Good shield. That blocks the soul drop. This is actually a great shield. You pretty much have to all, I mean, you are all in now, so. Oh, what a tree. Vortex, I'm telling you, this will be worth it. Oh, you're so close to your ult! Ah! No, it's just like, this is what tanking's like. Everything seems so winnable, but you can't do it because you don't have anybody doing 20%. What a pulse! That is it. That is tanking. Everybody's perpetually low, but not low enough for you to get on a limb. Feels bad. I do want to say, though, you could have prevented all of that, what just happened in that situation, by going for control, map control. And I know I talk about positioning all the time. This is why I talk about positioning. You had so much opportunity here to go and make a play, and you chose to sit on the cart. And what does that do? It gives their team opportunity to get out of the choke, to get out of their spawn, to go and make a play. So real talk is, you said you're in diamond on other roles? Your positioning was okay at times, but it was also terrible at times. And I think that's going to be your make or break on tank, is your positioning. Straight up. Get map control. Take the high grounds. Stop spamming Nemesis form randomly. Things like that, you'll see improvement on tank. But if you do that, especially in the state that tank is right now, where like any even small mistake you make as a tank is probably 10 times worse than what something that your teammate would do. Like if your teammate accidentally uses their healing station, it's going to be 10 times, it's going to be fine. But like if you heck up your Nemesis form, it's 10 times worse than like misusing a DPS ability or support ability. So you got to definitely improve in those areas. Otherwise, you're going to continue to struggle there. All right. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to all 3 YouTubes if you haven't, leave a comment. All that helps, the algorithm and everything. If you want to submit your own spectating, look in the description below. You'll see my Discord right there. That is where you would be able to submit your own spectatings. We also record these live on stream. If you look below the webcam, you can see the Twitch chat. We have a lot of fun here. Stop by if you haven't. With that being said, hope you have an amazing day/night.